everyone. My name is Sky, and I have a story to share. And these are stories because we're talking about Brook Moments. And Brooke, bless her heart. If you can't tell, I'm Southern. Nonetheless, Brooke had a couple of moments that I find really funny because either they just completely failed or they almost worked, but then nobody cared. And the first of those that we're going to talk about is the time she told people I had a crush on someone. Now, for a little context, I was in a special drama class that I wasn't supposed to be in. They had one spot left, and it usually went to the kids in I think they're called the advanced classes, like the smart kids. And I was in the normal classes. Um, and so me getting in there was a stroke of luck. And there's a whole story of why our counselor decided I should be the one to go in there that I will explain at a later date. But in this class, there was this guy. I'm going to call him Ricky. Ricky was co acting with me. We were co-stars in an upcoming big play we were doing. And we got along, we were acquaintances. And as I'm kind of like wandering around, it's lunchtime, and I'm just kind of like, okay, who am I gonna sit with? Because at this point, I had like two different groups of friends that I sat with, depending on the day, depending on whose schedules lined up with who. We were very ambitious kids. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna go sit with Rei, and Rei is a good friend of mine, so I'm gonna go sit with her. And I happened to pass by Brooke, and Brooke is telling her friends, "Oh my God, did you know that Sky totally has a crush on Ricky? Can you believe that? Ugh, the two totally belong together. They're so ugly." And I happen to hear this, and I go up to her out of who knows why. It was impulse. And I look her straight in the face and tell her, yeah, I have a crush on Ricky. What's your problem? And then walked away. I did not in fact, have a crush on Ricky. Whatsoever. But for some reason, my brain was like, no, we can't let this slide. By this point, Brooke had done a lot of things, so I kind of understood why my brain was like, no, 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 girly. We need to take you down a notch. Another moment is that me and Rei would, because we were in the same class, and because we were kids, we'd pass notes to one another. And usually the notes were just kind of us drawing or writing funny little things or talking about math. Specifically, how bad I was at math. It was mostly me asking Rei what the formula was that we were supposed to be using. So we're passing these notes, and oh, Brooke has to get oh so high and mighty. So Brooke tries to take these notes from out of our hands, but we don't let her. So Brooke tries to go through the teacher. The teacher's like, I do not care if they are passing notes as long as they do the work. Because W teacher. And then and I kid you not, I had a diary and I was writing in it. And she started reading over my shoulder. And I know she did this. Not because like, oh, I think she did this or anything. No, one, Rei told me. Two, I happened to write something about how she was being annoying and she pointed it out. I was like, girl, if you're gonna read my diary over my shoulder, at least be quiet about it. Damn. But yeah, so she does this. And I'm like, okay, well, now when writing stuff, I need code words. And this was a diary that was kind of between three of us. It was Ray Ray, Mia, and me. And again, I want to preference these are not their real names. These are just things I'm gonna call them. Um, but yeah, Ray Ray, me, and Mia. We're like, okay, we need code names. We need code names. And so I was like, oh, for Brooke, let's call her Lee, Liana, I believe is what we settled on. It was something with a Lee in it. And we happened to use this in a note talking, and Brooke happened to take it, because of course she did. And Brooke was like, oh my god, how the hell do you know my sister? And both me and Ray Ray look at each other like, you have a sister? We didn't know she had a sister until that moment. And that apparently the sister's name was Liana. We still kept it as her code name because we're like, yeah, no, totally, we know her. We're good friends with her, you know, because we didn't know what else to say to that. Um, trying to think, is there any more? I think there's one more. Brooke. Nah. That can be a story for another day. Well, I have plenty more Brooke moments. I don't want this video to get too long because subtitling the longer videos can be really a pain, which is why a lot of these aren't as edited. Having said all that, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you tune into the next one, and have a fabulous day. With all that done and said, goodbye.